One of the great joys of working for Paddy Mail TV is that we get to go out and meet all aspects of the community. It's not just all five-star hotels wining and dining. Today we're out by Lake Mapachan and we're at the Glory Hut Foundation. Now, about 8 months ago, this was just a piece of scrap land with one property on it, and today it's transformed into something quite remarkable. Joining me is Kun Ponsawan, right? Kun Ponsawan from the Glory Hut Foundation. Tell us, what is the Glory Hut?
The Glory Hut Foundation is the home-based care. We do the activities with the patient with HIV/AIDS.
All the people who live here have HIV and it's gone to full-blown AIDS. Is that correct?
Yeah, positive.
Okay. So they're all HIV positive. How many people do you have here?
Now 42.
So today you've now got a number of new houses and a lot of new rooms. How many people can you actually have here now?
60.
60. Okay, so you've got 42. So you've actually got room for more. So why do you have to do this? Why is the government, do they not help, or?
Pattaya City Hall give us 380,000 baht per year.
180 per year, okay. And that's got to pay for what? Everything, food, accommodation.
Pay for everything.
What about the antiretroviral drugs?
But we really need 2 million per year.
I bet. Yeah. Well, because what about the antiretrovirals? Who pays for that? Who pays for the drugs?
We not pay for the drug because government give drug free. Yeah. But we spend money for the food, for transport, and help the people not have ID card. We try to help them because if Thai people have ID card, can get the ART medicine free.
And then, of course, they can get any other medical as well, because sometimes they will get other, I believe, other problems because their immune system is affected. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, how do you feel today now that you have all this support from the likes of Pattaya Sports Club and TFI? How do you feel?
We very happy and we very proud because Pattaya Sports Club is very kindly for us. Come every week because William come to visit us and ask us all the time what do you need, something like that, and give us the food and many things that we need. Yeah, they try to help us.
Well, that's great. All right, so we're on TV now, so this is your chance. If people are watching this and they're thinking, wow, I'd like to help, how can they help you?
If the people need to help us, can help when you have many things in your house and you not use, you can give us. Yeah. And if you want to buy the food for us, okay, you can. You can do many things. You come to visit us and cooking for the patient. You can do many things. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're not expecting someone to come along and give you 1 million baht, although that would be very nice. But people can just help a little bit, even is good, right?
Yeah.
Good. I would like you now to, if you can, speak in Thai, Pasa Thai, and tell our viewers kind of what we've just said about the Glory Hut Foundation and how Thai people can help as well. Could you say in Thai, please?
ก็มูลนิธิกระท่อมพระสิริหรือบ้านพักรักเพื่อนนะคะเราก็มีความต้องการในหลายๆส่วนคือมูลนิธิของเราเนี่ยช่วยเหลือผู้ป่วยผู้ติดเชื้อเอดส์นะคะที่ไร้ที่พักพิงไม่มีญาติไม่มีคนดูแลมาอยู่ที่นี่ก็คือฟรีทุกอย่างก็จะได้อาหารได้ที่พักแล้วก็เราพาไปหาหมอด้วยนะคะแล้วก็เรายังต้องการงบประมาณอีกมากมายหลายส่วนนะคะเราได้รับเงินสนับสนุนจริงๆแค่ 380,000 ต่อปีจากเมืองพัทยาเพราะฉะนั้นเราใช้จริงคือปีละ2 ล้านถ้าพี่น้องท่านใดสนใจอยากจะช่วยก็สามารถที่จะเข้ามาบริจาคเป็นข้าวของหรือทรัพย์สินหรือสิ่งใดก็แล้วแต่ที่พี่น้องมีอยู่ที่บ้านแล้วไม่ได้ใช้เนี่ยก็สามารถบริจาคได้ค่ะ
All right, well, thanks very much. It's very nice to meet you, and I'll tell you what, it's so colourful. All the houses. What is this to make everybody happy?
Yeah, because all of us is the passion, and we need the colourful. We need many things that do our hearts happy. And when we see colourful, we see freshy, something like that.
And you're very colourful as well. Look at your pink handbag and your green.
Yeah.
Okay, well listen, it's very nice to meet you. We're going to speak to William now, so thank you very much and we'll see you again. Now, as Kun Ponsawan pointed out, this has been spearheaded by Pattaya Sports Club, and we'll speak to William Macy, the charity chairman, in a moment. Now, joining me are two familiar faces in the community. It's Nick Creasy from Pattaya Realty and Nick Lawrence, who is a TFI member and is also famous for Nick the Pizza. So we'll speak to you first, Nick. You came involved with TFI about 6 months ago, so how do you feel it's going?
I feel it's going fine, it's going great, I think it's moving on all the time, lots of events happening, lots of things planned for the future.
All right.
And
tell us about what TFI did with Jesters this year.
Jesters, we organised a fun area, we put some bouncy castles up, we had a clown there, face painter, and some candy floss. And it was, great fun for all the kids.
And that was all free, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all free, yeah.
So, Nick, you came along to some of the TFI events, like the fun parties, the 80s nights and such like. How do you feel when you come along to where the money goes?
Oh, it's great to see where it's actually going, back to the roots and whatever, and you're seeing where it actually benefit at the end of the day. Yeah.
All right. Now, Nick, you from Pattaya Realty, you sponsored a couple of our events now. It's all money that goes into the pot. Do you think of that as corporate social responsibility, or is it just, helping little organisations like TFI?
I think it's just putting a bit back into the, to the people at these levels where they don't always get the help that they need and probably deserve. So from our point of view, it's well needed, and we're happy to do it.
Okay. Are you going to be happy to do it again?
Yes, for sure.
All right, tell me, so how do you feel when you come along here then? This isn't one of these, like the parties, the fun aspect of it. How do you feel?
No, it opens your eyes, and it's something that you don't see every day, especially just going about your daily work routine. But coming here is certainly an eye-opener, and be happy to donate something on behalf of Pattaya Realty or personally as well, so no problem.
Well done. And aren't they nice people as well? Here they are, they're all HIV positive, and but they're smiling. We've got these wonderful colours behind us in their houses, so it's all good, isn't it?
Yeah, the bright pastel colours, I'm sure that brightens up their day when they wake up a little bit, which is obviously something they need for sure.
All right. Okay, William's organised some food and drink, so we're going to have a bite to eat, and we'll be back as we'll speak to the charity chairman of Pattaya Sports Club, William Macy. Stay tuned. Okay, now as I said, this has been a joint venture, and the man who's been bringing it all together is our old friend, the charity chairman of Pattaya Sports Club, William Macy. Hello, William. William, this is like a village now.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. And once they've finished, all that over there will be developed. It's going to be great for them. It's going to be everything they can possibly need.
Okay, now this started just a few months ago. Now you've got some photographs in your hand.
In April. And some kind gentleman who couldn't mind his nose, he said, you can use the land, do what you like with it. But that's it.
That's it, just scrap land.
Yes. But fortunately, they contacted Nongpru municipality, who sent down a tractor and all the diggers, and they just cleared the whole lot. As you can see, there's none of that there now. So we had a clear plot of land, and then it was just a matter of raising money to do all the developments that you've seen here.
Now previously, there's one house which we'll show a shot of. That was where they used to live, I believe. That was where most of the patients used to live. Is that correct or not? No. Okay.
No, that was just an empty house.
Okay.
And the person that had it said that's got to stay there. And what they've done, they developed it into a church, because this is a Christian organisation. And they developed into their church, which they have services every Sunday. And as you saw, they have some music, and they just make the service on a Sunday a happy occasion. But no, that's where that isn't where they lived. Where they lived was over the other side of Nongpru. And they had 3 very small houses, and it quickly became overrun with people who wanted to be there. Because I think this is somebody may correct me, but I think this is the only centre of its kind between here and Bangkok, which is an HIV centre for beyond 20 years old. And as you know,
we often hear about, you know, children like the Chameleon Centre or whatever, which of course is all very valid, but we don't hear so much about centres like this for adults.
No, because I think this is the only one. When I first went to see them, all they had was something that big there, and they had about 10 or 12 people there. They had to move. They found these 3 houses and quickly became overrun with people who got HIV and wanted to live there. And that's what happened. They had to move out of the houses and live in the tents. And that was an unbelievable situation. Fortunately, this gentleman who said, OK, do what you want with them. And this most colourful scene is what we've ended up with.
Now, I said it was a joint venture, so who are the different organisations or people who've helped you? Because although Pattaya Sports Club have brought it all together and you've put a lot of money in,
yes.
and if you want you can tell us how much or whatever, but who else has came on board?
Well, we started, as you said, and that's the Pattaya Sports Club up there. But then I've got a very good friend called Nigel Oakes, and he has put in something in the region of 180,000 baht out of his own money. And made him smile because the toilets and the kitchen down there, as you can see, we put his name over the toilets. So that kind of made him chuckle. So when people sit down and have a shower in there, they can think of Nigel Oakes. But he's a lovely guy, and it's about 180,000 baht out of his own money, which is so generous. Then a guy called Walter Bolf died 2 years ago, left some money in his will. And I said to his friend who's sitting over there, look, what I would prefer to do, rather than buy a load of rice, let's build something so it's always there, which we've done, which is down the bottom there. And a generous donation from a company called TFI, who you are very aware of.
I'm very familiar, yes, yeah.
You are.
But it's a great initiative. It's a great pleasure for TFI to. I mean, this is, you know, even before we set this up, this is the one thing I've, from a media point of view, that I've admired, that organisations like Pattaya Sports Club work with other organisations such as Rotary, the YWCA, the
Jesters, Lion,
Women with a Mission, the whole thing.
And now TFI. Yeah. That, I think in the last 12 months or so, that has been the nicest part of this job almost. I'm working with the likes of, and you're part of TFI, with yourself, with Woody at Jesters, which you're very familiar with, YWCA, and this one here, one of our bars, the Growling Swan, they've donated a lot of money over the last year, 120,000 baht, and this is just one of their donations. And I said to them, okay, you've got the money, what about building a house? That'd be great. And now they have a very brightly coloured house, which they have paid for.
It's phenomenal, and they're very sturdy. I mean, we can just see in the background here, you know, it's proper metal framing, and it's all, you know, it looks business. Actually.
And it's all work which they have done personally. They haven't had any builders, nothing. They had one gentleman who is a builder, but he guided them on how to put this metal structure up. This is the proper way to do it. And Kun Moy, she, little lady down here you've interviewed, she's got a very big whip.
Yeah, right.
And
she knows how to yield it.
Oh yes, and she's got all the people here up on the roof, up on the top roof there, up ladders, digging holes. They dig all the holes here.
I mean, this is great. I mean, what a community spirit. I mean, in every regard.
Yes, this is something that the likes of Father Ray have done, the children's home. It needed decorating. Then rather get the decorators in, they had the children cleaning and painting, because they're convinced that the community spirit, look, I did that. I don't want that to be made dirty.
Sense of ownership.
It is, and I think it's a great thing to do. And as you can see, they've really had fun doing the painting here. Really have, and it just makes it so cheerful and so happy.
Well, William, it's great work as ever that you're doing, and you know you're one of the well, I'll use the term colourful characters in Pattaya, because it is great work that you're doing, and it's great that you can work with other organisations, and from a TFI standpoint, I mean, for us, you're wonderful, because as you know, what we try to do is to find the people. Not necessarily the organisations who get a lot of publicity. We like to try and, because there's needs everywhere, as you found out over the years.
Everywhere, Paul, and not necessarily big organisations like this. I know you have come out with me where we've just seen a small family where the husband had a bad accident and is unable to work. So TFI and PSC have donated some money to enable them to advance forward on whatever direction was necessary. And the need out there for small families, we call this a big family, which what it is now, is immense. And we can get rid of any amount of money that we can be given.
Well, great effort, and it's good that you're getting all the support from all the different people that you've mentioned.
I'd like to thank them as well. If they're looking at this interview, I'd like to thank them, Nigel Oakes, the Growling Swan, TFI, well, I assume you'll be looking in at that. And Walter Boff won't be, but his friend over there certainly will be. And I'd just like to thank them for all their efforts, and long may it continue, Paul.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here at the Glory Hut Foundation, which is also called Rakpuan. Now, if you are interested in coming along here, we're out by the lake. So if you're heading out towards Lake Maprachan, and the lake would be on your right-hand side, which is sort of the extension of Chayapunviti, then you take Soi 29, which is a tiny little road on the left-hand side as you're heading out towards the lake. And you go up Soi 29, and just when you think you've went the wrong direction because it looks like the road's going to run out, then you'll find it, because it's just right basically at the end of the road. This is Paul and William out here in the community doing fantastic work with these wonderful, beautiful people. See you again. Bye-bye.